So the Pirates do have a series against the Nationals. It is a 4-game series, and two really non-inspiring type of teams playing each other. And I would say, sometimes in these type of series, like you don't have the spoiler to it. You're not going to like try to beat a team like the Brewers and such. But there's also not any like draft implications for the most part because the Nationals can't get a lottery pick this year. So it's not even like you're looking for a suck off because like it's not going to change anything in those standings for the most part against each other, I should say. But yeah, I mean, again, there's nothing much for each team to really play for. It's two not really good teams. I don't know. What is your take on this series?
Yeah, I mean, the Nationals aren't necessarily playing good baseball right now either. They just lost a series to the Dodgers, which is, the
The
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
They're coming off a 4-game sweep where the Marlins swept them in 4 games. They split a 2-game series with the Mets. So like they're not playing the best of baseball. Pitching seems to be the main problem. They're giving up a lot of runs here lately. So hopefully, you kind of go into this thinking that hey, maybe the Pirates bats can wake up a little bit. They had a pretty good game. I feel like the bats did okay down in Atlanta. Like that wasn't
Mhm.
really the problem with that Atlanta series. And I don't really know if there was a problem with the Atlanta series. It was just they ran into a buzzsaw and they lost 2 out of 3 to a better team. So I feel like the Pirates are, they're playing good baseball right now. The Nationals are not. Um, yeah, you hope that the offense can take advantage of this Washington pitching staff that hasn't been great lately, and go from there. So I mean, it's a 4-game series in Pittsburgh at home. Um, yeah, it's going good. The Nationals aren't too interesting. I mean, C.J. Abrams is having himself a pretty decent season. So it's nice to see him kind of develop as a defensive player. The bat's still coming around. Um, it's just this Nationals team is a rebuilding team. There's a lot of guys on here that probably wouldn't be on major league rosters. This Nationals roster has a lot of guys like the Pirates roster. I would almost compare this Nationals team to like last year's Pirates team
That's a good
too,
call.
where it's like they've got some interesting young guys, but for the most part, it's a lot of guys that probably don't really belong.
Yeah.
Um, and like I don't know who Travis Blankenhorn is, but Travis Blankenhorn is apparently the Nationals starting left fielder, right? I don't know who the hell that guy is. So like there's there are types of players like that. But then there's CJ Abrams, there's Luis Garcia, there's Keibert Ruiz, Lane Thomas, like guys that we've heard of for a little bit. But yeah, there's nothing really interesting about this Nationals roster um, on either side of the ball right now. So yeah, you hope that the Pirates can go out there and put together a good series.
Yep. One thing I do want to mention, like you said, like the pitching isn't that great, and that's you look at the starting pitching, the relief pitching. The relief pitching is kind of in the middle of the pack since the trade deadline. But as far as the hitting goes, bottom. Starting pitching, bottom. Relievers, kind of middle of the pack. But hey, there's a guy named Patrick Corbin that's going to start, and he's been very, 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 very bad. Except when he plays the Pirates.
That's
Now
true. I
this
don't
year,
understand it, man. Yeah.
this year, this is one game. 5 ERA in that one game. But in 2021, a 1.76 ERA. 2022, a 2.03 ERA against the Pirates. Like Patrick Corbin is awful. And then when he sees the Pirates, he is a Cy Young candidate. So something that gotta just pique your interest here. Like don't
Yeah.
don't think this game is like an automatic win because Patrick Corbin's up. Because if you felt that way, and hey, if you're a daily fantasy sports player and you also feel that way, Patrick Corbin has probably lost you money doing so. So yeah, just kind of thrown out there because the Pirates apparently like can't hit Patrick Corbin when he's pitching. But outside of that, yeah, like there's really nothing interesting until Josiah Gray on Thursday. He's like their better pitching prospect. He'll be well, not really prospect anymore, but young arm, young talents. He'll be pitching against Mitch Keller. So like their best is probably facing Mitch Keller. So that's one that you hope that you can walk away with a victory as well. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like you said, it's two not really good teams, but like when you look at them right now, I definitely feel more confident in the Pirates. I mean, it could be a split, but I could easily see us being a 3-1 Pirates win this series. And I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. We do make predictions on here, and I'm gonna say Pirates take 3 out of 1, 3 out of 4.
I'll take 3 out of 1 is, that would be impressive.
You're not
No,
gonna
I
get
think
too many top draft picks going 3 out of 1.
yeah, no, I'm also with you there. Currently, I mean, obviously there's some TBAs on the schedule, but Quinn Priester is also, um Fangraphs has Quinn Priester listed as the probable guy for Wednesday. I don't know if that's going to happen or what, but I think it is. And then me and Connor talked about this on the post game show yesterday. You're probably going to see Quinn Priester here soon, so this is maybe an opportunity to do it. 4-game series. You don't have an off day. Maybe you want to give somebody an extra break. This is kind of lining up into Quinn Priester territory if you want to give him another shot. And also, it's against a team that maybe you can kind of ease into a little bit. It's not necessarily the most talented lineup that he's going to face in the majors. So maybe an opportunity to see Quinn Priester this series. But no, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, Patrick Corbin's going to start tonight for the Nationals. Andre Jackson, it's his turn in the rotation for the Pirates tonight. So I don't know if he's going to start. He's going to follow. He's going to be a bulk guy. I don't know how that's going to work.
Right.
But yeah, Jackson. We basically have one starting pitcher going this series. I guess Oviedo technically would line up too, but I think they're trying to do that extra day, is what it seems like. So, yeah, I think the Pirates can take 3 out of 4. They're probably the better team right now, the way that they're currently constructed. They're playing good baseball. I was actually kind of encouraged with how they played in Atlanta. I think, like I said, I think they played well down
Yep.
down in Atlanta. It was just like I said, the Braves were just the better team. So if they can keep playing like they did this past weekend, they'll win 3 out of 4 here.
I'm with you. They've been playing good ball for quite some time. So that's why I'm pretty confident in that too. Um,
Yep.
it's not the greatest team. They're not performing that well. Pirates not the greatest team either, but they're certainly performing right now. And they, like you said, they're certainly a year ahead. We could argue where they should be and who should be up here and performing, whatever. But they're certainly a year ahead. I mean, it's almost like the 2023 Pirates playing the 2022 Pirates this time, and you would absolutely assume the 23 Pirates would defeat them. So, yeah, 3 out of 4. I'm looking here for, and not too much else to really add to that. I guess we
No.
do have some questions. So
Yep.
Mark says, when does Nick Gonzalez come back? Like that's something else to kind of talk about in this sense. I would love to see in his next one here with David White, Henry Davis too. I would like to see Nick Gonzalez up here for Alika Williams. We kind of talked about that. Nick Gonzalez has been performing quite well in AAA. Alika, obviously, we see is not performing well in the majors right now. So I'd like to see that switch. But also, Henry Davis could be back, and I'm not sure how it does, speak for the outfield defense, but for the bat, that could certainly help out. He came back in Indianapolis in a big way. He just hits balls all the time. He gets on base and sends it over the fence right now. So I think he's ready.
Yeah, I mean, they had him play Saturday. He did not play yesterday. Oh, he did play yesterday. He went 3 for
Yep.
3 yesterday. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Henry Davis is probably back today, if I had to guess.
Same.
And the I guess there's no silver lining to Andrew McCutchen getting injured, but I guess if you had to pick one, it does kind of open up the DH spot for other people to use. So it does allow you to get Henry Davis's bat in the lineup without like having to put him in right field every single day. So I
Mhm.
guess that's one positive out of this is that Henry Davis honestly should just kind of be the team's DH moving forward. Instead of sticking him in the outfield where he's just looks terrible. Um, he doesn't need to learn right field right now. Let him learn right field in the offseason. If you can get his bat in the lineup, I'm cool with that. But yeah, I think Henry Davis, you see him back today. Nick Gonzalez, I don't know. It's possible he could be up today. He's definitely putting things together in AAA. I think we'll definitely see him before the end of the year. I could also maybe see them like keeping him down in Indianapolis, maybe through their next homestand, just for Indianapolis's sake.
Yeah.
But I think you'll see Nick Gonzalez before the end of the year. I just don't know exactly when that'll be.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm more confident in Henry Davis coming up because obviously he's on the team. He just, got the rehab assignment, and when you see those 2 games, it kinda tells me he's ready. But with Nick Gonzalez, I would like to see him today. But certainly not marking my stamp that he will be
You
here.
all, thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.